Sorry for the little delay. This is a Charter Oak Unified School District Board of Trustee meeting. In closed session, actually, I'm sorry, roll. All members are here except for Mrs. Flores. And that'll take us into the reports out of closed session. In closed session, the governing board took the following action. During closed session, the board voted to approve a settlement agreement in special education case SE 2024-2025-04. To approve the settlement agreement as presented, the motion was made by Dr. Aguilar, seconded by Mrs. McGuire. The vote was 4-0 in favor of, with Mrs. Flores being absent. And Dr. Kim, Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, it is my pleasure to introduce the proud principal of Glen Oak Elementary School, Ms. Sharon Greaves, to come and welcome and introduce her recognitions today. And we'll start first with the Pledge of Allegiance.
You know, Jacob is a remarkable fifth grade student who has made a strong impression in his first year at Glen Oak. Known for bravery and willingness to take on challenges, Jacob describes himself as someone who does hard things, and his actions prove it. Whether helping a classmate, greeting someone with a kind word, or stepping up as a leader, Jacob consistently demonstrates character and compassion. His teacher calls him a well-rounded student who is always willing to lend a hand, not only to his peers, but also to her. And she praises his respectful and hardworking nature. As a principal, I've had the opportunity to observe how quickly Jacob has become a role model on our campus. He is trusted and admired by students and staff for his friendly demeanor, strong sense of responsibility, and a genuine care for others. His mother shares that Jacob is an amazing big brother, a role he takes to heart with the same warmth and kindness he shows at school. With his easy smile and welcoming personality, Jacob has built many friendships and helped to foster a positive spirit on the Glen Oak campus. As Glen Oak's principal, I am proud and honored to bring Jacob Guerrero as a soaring eagle who is known by students and staff for modeling our pledge to show respect, offer kindness, always be safe and responsible. Jacob Guerrero. Next, I'd like to introduce our superstar student, Lexi Marie Guerrero. Do I have anybody from Lexi's family? I know they were going to try and make it tonight. Well, today is our Disney field trip for 6th grade. And as much as Lexi wanted to see all of you, she chose Disney. I know, shocked, but there it is. Nonetheless, I'd like to honor Lexi tonight. We are proud to recognize Lexi, a student who exemplifies kindness, strength of character, and academic excellence. Lexi is respectful, hardworking, and a leader who stands out not only for her achievements, but for her willingness to support others. She is known for being an excellent listener and thoughtful helper, always stepping up when needed and offering a hand to classmates and her teachers alike. Whether in the classroom or in the community, Lexi leads with compassion and determination. Outside of school, Lexi is active in both dance and youth ministry at her church. She demonstrates a commitment with her passion and values. Her involvement speaks to motivation, discipline, and a sense of purpose, all qualities that shine through in her daily interactions at Glen Oak and beyond. Those who know her best recognize Lexi not just for what she accomplishes, but with her integrity. Mrs. Hanson, her teacher, shares Lexi is friendly and thoughtful. She cares about others, always willing to help classmates. She's hardworking and has excelled academically this year. She sets a good example for others and is an asset in the classroom. That sentiment is echoed by our care team, who admire Lexi's conscientious nature and deep concern for the safety and well-being of those around her. Lexi is known at Glen Oak as a courageous upstander, someone who does not hesitate to speak out against bullying and unkindness. She consistently shows bravery, kindness, and a strong sense of justice. Her character, combined with outstanding academic performance and leadership, make her a shining example of what it means to be a Glen Oak scholar. We are proud to honor Lexi Guerrero for all that she is and all that she contributes to the Glen Oak community. So Lexi Guerrero. And just checking, anybody from Lexi's family? Okay, they weren't able to be here tonight. Go on.
Please, and the partner in education.
Yes. It is with great pride that I introduce our partner in education, Mrs. T. Mika Treviso. Mika, would you join me? Mika is our partner in education and Glen Oak's wonderful librarian. So Mika has brought an incredible mix of energy, kindness, and talent to everything she touches. As a librarian, she is the heart of the campus, always on the hunt for the perfect book, the latest in educational tech, or a creative way to engage students. Her library is more than a room full of books. It's a welcoming space where students are inspired to read. Mika also leads our book fairs with style and smiles, turning them into school-wide events that raise important funds and lots of excitement. Before joining education more than 20 years ago, just yesterday. Mika had a globe-trotting career in international finance and IT. She left the high-rises and airport lounges behind to raise her two amazing daughters and follow her heart into education and libraries. Her oldest daughter now works in IT and finance, and her youngest is a junior at Walnut High School, exploring a possible path in either nursing or maybe biomedical sciences. Mrs. T's husband works at City of Hope in IT. So whether it's home or school, there's no shortage of tech support or brain power in the Treviso household. Mika's contribution at Glen Oak doesn't stop at the library. She's the proud architect of Glen Oak's pickleball program. Yes, you heard that right. She researched equipment, helped the district stripe the courts, and taught the game to both students and teachers. Though some of us are still confused as to why this game is called pickleball, and we've not seen any pickles at Glen Oak. Frankly, we're a little disappointed. Mika's efforts were even featured in a national pickleball publication, say that 3 times fast, which we think makes Mika officially famous. A couple of years ago, Mika stepped up to help coach our March Madness basketball team, encouraging students to join in and have fun. Whether she's handing out paddles, books, or heartfelt advice, Mika brings a genuine spirit of inclusion and joy. Oh, and tomorrow, you'll find her at our AR Carnival, managing our entire AR store and selling items for AR tickets. Mika's also been known to quietly make sure every student walks away with a little something, even if they're just a few tickets short. Your secret's safe with us. Mika's tech-savvy background also keeps her at the cutting edge while she leads with heart and discernment. Most recently, she explored a new AI program designed to match students and their interest with books. Curious and thorough as always, Mika demoed it herself and quickly realized it asked too many personal questions and became a bit too friendly. She made a thoughtful choice to pass on the program, protecting vulnerable students' hearts and minds. That's Mika, always doing what's right for kids, even when no one's watching. We're lucky to have someone who uses her knowledge not just to innovate, but to advocate for and protect all of our eagles. Mrs. T is so much more than a librarian. She's an innovator, a coach, a cheerleader, a tech advisor, a role model, and a friend. She brings laughter, learning, and a sense of belonging to Glen Oak and our library, and throughout the entire campus. We're incredibly proud to recognize Mika Treviso as this year's Partner in Education for Glen Oak, and we're even prouder to call her a Soaring Eagle and member of the Glen Oak family for life. Mika Treviso. All of us free.
Looking good, guys. 1, 2. Let's do one more shot. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, my 2 daughters and
Oh, now for your photo op.
Sorry. Make it risers. Better. Everyone's in the shot. Ready? 1, 2.
Yes.
All right, that is going to take us to the recognition of our student representatives, the Board of Trustees. This is both a happy time for us because you get to graduate, but it's also a sad time for us because you're moving on, okay? The role you guys played is immense because we as adults think we have the pulse of the district, but whereas you really have the pulse of the district. So we appreciate your insight and giving us information that we need to hear about what's really going on in the schools. Hopefully you got as much out of it as we got from you. And we look forward to seeing what you do in the next steps of your life. With that, I believe we have some gifts for them, Dr. Kim?
We do. Logan, Azuri, as well as, is Mitchell here? Mitchell, perfect. Mitchell has been our representative to the Glendora City Council, and we, the board would like to present some plaques to you, as well as, Lori, let's showcase this. Is a surprise. A nice sweater that represents your next post-secondary ventures. So we wanted to make sure you guys receive that. So please, if you guys can please come on up.
Wait. You're still covering it, Mitch. There we go. Good job, Mitchell. Good job, Mitchell. Ready, guys? 1.
All right, it's always exciting to see you guys progress as it goes, and we're looking forward to seeing everything that you do. It's gonna be amazing. Moving on, the recognition of Charter Oaks Varsity League champions, the softball team. They're actually not here because they played a game today, but they were undefeated in the Valley Vista League, and they were the league champions. And they're playing a softball game today, Division III, against Huntington Beach, I believe. Huntington Beach Heights?
We're Division I for playoffs.
Oh, Division I for playoffs. So we played, I mean, that's, yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. But I don't believe they are here, right, Matt?
No. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised on this one. They were 16-0 during the regular season, and got put into the Division I because of their stellar record. faced a very difficult undefeated team as well, and they came back and lost by 1 run in the final inning on a last-minute play at the fence. So, yeah, they're not here tonight, but yeah, we do really want to tell them how proud we are of their amazing season. So, yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
We'll give an opportunity to try to recognize them in our June meeting.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Matt. And now we're going to recognize another part of our Charter Oak sports teams, well, our sports medicine team. And if you've seen them out there at any of the events, you've seen this group of people pile onto a golf cart. And they are all over the place. It's amazing how many people actually fit on that thing. It's like a clown car, but it's not going to fly. But the kids do a fantastic job in taking care of our student athletes. And I'd be willing to bet that you guys get more steps in than some of the football players do during the game. So with that, Dr. Kim.
Mr. Dultz, principal at Charter Oak High School, if you can introduce Dr. Matt Simok as well as the entire team, please.
And I will definitely make this short just because I can't even pronounce half the words they work with on a daily basis. So I'll have Dr. Simok explain why they are the #1 sports medicine program in the entire state of California. So Dr. Simok, if you want to come up and introduce your team, I'd appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah, so for the last, I don't know how many years, we've been competing in the AACI Sports Medicine Tournament as well as HOSA. Every year we've competed in HOSA, we've made it to state, and for AACI, we've made it to nationals every year. This is our repeat championship. We were the #1 school last year in the Western United States, and we continue to be the #1 school this year. For the AACI tournament. This is the first year we've had enough students qualify for nationals to compete as an entire school. So we'll be competing or representing Charter Oak nationally tomorrow. And that will be our president, Ezekiel VZ Klein, who's ranked #1 in the West. Our vice president, Angelina Wang, who's ranked #2 in the West Coast. We'll have Nana Tripathi, our clinic manager, who's ranked, I don't remember everyone's rankings, top 25. We'll have David Estrada, who's ranked #1 as well in his division. We'll have Molly Gelino, who ranked #1 in her, or #3 in her division. We'll have Ty Linger, our next year's vice president. And we'll have Daisy Lamas, who's not here. But, oh, she's here. Sorry, Daisy. I didn't see you. And we'll have Daisy competing tomorrow as well. Thank you. These kids have put in an insane amount of work. I believe the total average for some of them, like Zeke and Angelina, who's my first 4-year students, they've amassed about 3,000 to 5,000 hours of internship. So they've quite literally dedicated their high school lives to sports medicine. And so it's really nice to be able to recognize them for their hard work, and really proud of all of them. In 2 weeks, the day after 3 of our 4 seniors graduate for our national anatomage tournament, we're going to be flying out at like 4:30 in the morning the day after they graduate to Las Vegas to compete for nationals in anatomage, where we were the #1 ranked school, #1 seed going into that tournament. So that's our first time competing in that, and we're really excited. And Zeke has given us our vote of confidence that we're bringing back that national championship. So really excited for that. Yeah.
Molly, changed so fast. Yeah. Tough one. You guys think you're tough?
Everybody. Go. 1, 2,
All right, we're going to move on to the student representative reports.
So first, we have the Glen Oak highlights. Teachers and Staff Appreciation Week. During the week, April 5th through 9th, Glen Oak celebrated Staff Appreciation Week with heartfelt recognition and generous gestures from our incredible community. Thanks to our supportive PTA, staff enjoyed delicious Cinco de Mayo themed lunch along with thoughtful treats throughout the week. Families joined in the celebration by sending daily messages, flowers, and goodies that made each day special for our teachers and staff. The kindness and gratitude shown by our school community truly reflected how deeply appreciated our team is. The teachers and staff at Glen Oak are exceptional. They go above and beyond to build meaningful connections with students and their families, creating a welcoming and inclusive environment for all. Collaboration is at the heart of their work, whether they're sharing strategies, planning together, or learning new ways to meet diverse needs of students. Their commitment to student engagement and continuous growth is evident every day. Staff Appreciation Week served as a beautiful reminder of how much they're valued by the entire Glen Oak community.
Glen Oak's annual AR Carnival. Did you know that every year Glen Oak celebrates the joy of reading and student achievement through our beloved AR Carnival for 1st through 6th grade? This annual tradition, now going strong for over a decade, brings our entire school community together in a fun and festive way to honor students' hard work in accelerated reader. Every student participates in a wide variety of carnival booths, games, and exciting prize drawings. Students earn tickets based on the number of AR points they've accumulated through the year, but everybody is included in the fun, regardless of their point total. The carnival strikes the perfect balance between celebration and inclusivity, ensuring that all students feel recognized and motivated. One of the highlights of the event is the trophy presentation, where the top AR point earners from each grade level are awarded trophies for their outstanding reading efforts. In addition, a much-anticipated raffle drawing gives students the chance to win giant theme baskets generously donated by our wonderful parents and assembled by our wonderful teachers. This celebration wouldn't be possible without the dedication of our teachers, parents, and PTA who volunteer their time and energy each year to make the AR Carnival a truly spectacular event for our students. Join us tomorrow at the Glen Oak AR Carnival as we celebrate all of our readers. It's a joyful reminder of the power of reading and the strength of our Glen Oak community.
You good?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna go because she has a
Perfect.
thank you.
All right.
Sunflower
that.
Board Report, May 15th, 2025. Good evening, members of the board and Mr. President. And Danny Kim. Student recognition. Last week, students who received Green Report cards and Tier 1 or Tier 2 attendance received a waffle breakfast hosted by the staff. Students got to watch a movie while they ate their breakfast. Students normally look forward to the incentives that the staff provides every 6 weeks. Arrow High School grad night. Sunflower seniors went to Disneyland California Adventure for grad night last week. This was the very first ever grad night for Sunflower. It was very exciting. Students had fun, and it was a really great outcome. WASC. I was honored to be on the student panel for the Sunflower WASC visit. The panel asked questions to understand how well staff helps and show that they care for the students and how they want to see the students succeed. End of the year. We are approaching the end of the year. It was a pleasure being on the board to inform you what happened over the year at the Sunflower campus. Thank you for the opportunity. Good night.
It's kind of close. Good evening, Mr. President Peterson, Board of Trustees, Dr. Kim, and Executive Cabinet. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share all the amazing things that are happening at CO for the last time. I'm so sad. Our prom was on April 26, and Kimberly Ramirez and Aaron Rivera were named our prom queen and king. Charter Oak Theater Department completed an amazing production for their spring musical Newsies and was invited to perform in Hollywood during the Jerry Herman Award ceremony. On May 1st, we held a college decision day, and many students represented their community colleges, universities, and next steps they were taking after high school. On May 7th, we held the Charger Awards, where students in various grades were acknowledged for their hard work and accomplishments in different subjects. Also on May 7th, our spring sports were celebrated by our entire school for their season's achievements. And here is my final spring sports update. Boys baseball finished the season 11-12 with a record of 6-4 in league competition. Boys tennis finished the season with 0-1. Girls softball were 2025 Valley Vista League champs, going 10-0 in league competition, and finished the season with an overall record of 16-0. Their first round CIF playoff game began earlier this afternoon. And here are some upcoming events. The Senior Awards ceremony will occur on Tuesday, May 27th at 6 p.m. Graduation will occur on May 29th at 4 p.m., and Senior Grad Bash is on May 30th. Thank you, and that concludes my report. And
Thank you, Azari and Logan. Would the board like to say anything? Oh, you got
my
more?
speech. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I go to the
You can,
podium?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello again. As I stand before the board today, from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely want to say thank you for having me and making me my student representative, making my student representative experience incredibly outstanding. When I entered my senior year, I was absolutely done with high school and was just ready for the next chapter of my life. However, when Mr. Doltz asked me to become student representative, I won't lie, I felt nervous, unprepared, and even questioned my capabilities to execute the position. But I am so happy I said yes to serving in this position. Besides my family, I have never felt so much love, appreciation, and support from a group of incredibly successful educators and leaders outside the classroom. I am thankful for this opportunity. It made my senior year worthwhile and gave me a meeting to look forward to once a month. My blue pants and Letterman's jacket never got old, and I was proud to represent the blue and gold that strings within my district. Each of you, thank you for the memories and for believing I am capable and bright. I will never forget this core experience, and I'm glad I was an asset to build change in the future of the district that has supported me since kindergarten. Thank you, board, for everything.
No, I'm guessing somebody's gonna want to say something. You're last. Dr. Aguilar.
Thank you, Mr. Peterson. It's been a wonderful pleasure to serve alongside you two. The work that we do here on a monthly basis is really important and impactful for the whole district, and to have you guys involved in that and speaking into that, representing your peers, but also being a voice for them, that's really outstanding. You guys both did a wonderful, wonderful job. Congratulations. We're sorry to see you guys go, but yes, we are so proud of everything that you will do and represent Charter Oak in the years to come. Great job.
Mr. Rose? You good? Yeah. Ms. McGuire?
I'm not gonna make it. I'm already crying. I've turned into a crybaby as I've gotten older, and so people just have to deal with it. I'm so proud of you guys. I've known you for quite some time, but it's been excellent meeting you, Logan, getting to know you, more about your family. This is an opportunity in your lives where you're ready. The whole world is at your disposal, right? And I just want to make sure that you guys take the lessons and the love from your family, everything that you've learned here at Charter Oak, take it with you and don't forget your friendship. Make sure you go out into the world and be smart, be kind, be safe. And like I tell my daughter every day before she goes to school, make good choices. The world is a great place. You just have to make sure that you take the lessons that your family and your extended family have bestowed upon you throughout your lives. You guys are going to be great. You'll do well in life. And I'm so happy and honored to just be a part this little year of your lives as you move on throughout the world.
All right, it's been fun. You guys are fantastic. Mitchell, you still here? No, he's gone? Okay, well, I'm sure he did a great job too. But thank you for representing us, okay? Thank you for representing the country as you go serve in the Navy. Good luck to you, sir. We appreciate all you're gonna be doing for our country. You go do things at Berkeley, make it happen, okay? Just remember what you learned here, you have a voice, okay? All right, girl. Thank you, guys. And with that, you guys can actually leave if you would like, as well as the crowd. If you would like to leave too, it's a good time for you to leave. If you're not, you can stick around. Oh, where's Grandma? Grandma here? Yeah, right there. Hi, Grandma. Mom's here too? Grandma and my mom. Oh, did a great job with him. Thank you for letting us borrow him. Azuri's family is here too? Oh, there we go. Thank you. All right, we're going to move on to the ROP report. Mr. Rose. Yeah. Oh, wait, just wait. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep moving on. Mr. Rose, ROP report.
East Englewood Valley RP had a very busy month. First, good news that they submitted the second interim report, and we received second, they had the Locks visit recently, and they had created a report, and it looked very good and very positive, and there's going to be a report coming out pretty soon. We're looking at the 6 year, what do you call it, the 6 year permit, whatever that is, accreditation, actually, 6 years of accreditation, and they're all very excited about this. And then we discussed about all the flyers that each school district is promoting to advertise to get more students to Michigan Valley ROP. Charter Oak was one of them. Beautiful flyer, beautiful, very creative, and showing the different programs we offer in this district. The one thing I was really kind of puzzled about there, I just okay though, our logo is a little different than what displayed here. It has something, I don't know, there's a tree, pretty. So I guess from the ROP itself, they make it look like they add something to the tree, look like a fruit, and the root blue color and yellow color, blue and yellow.
It's our special logo for the 130-year anniversary.
Okay.
It's a special logo for the 130-year anniversary of our school district, right there on the podium.
Oh, really? I guess I need to pay attention to it. Oh, okay. Skip that. My suspicion. But anyway, the beautiful flyer. Hopefully, we're getting more students to join with our OP classes here. We offer early childhood education, food service, hospitality, health career, emergency medical services, graphic art, and multimedia, and sports, physical therapy. You know, like I said, it's a very busy month, and we are looking forward to promote more classes they can offer in the school district, and take a look at it. And it's interesting to see what we offer at RLP. I'm going to leave it right on the table here. You take a look at this, and that's my report tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. I'll take us to superintendent report. Dr. Kim.
Thank you, Mr. President. My report is actually be some shout outs. This is a season for celebration. I know the emotions are coming for all of us, not for just Ms. McGuire, but truly a season for celebration. Yesterday, most of us, many of us knew that yesterday was the California Day of the Teacher. Shout out to our teachers, just wonderful work that they're doing in the classrooms. And we're seeing the fruit of their labors with the learning that's been accumulated and demonstrated and showing in our classrooms. And so shout out to our teachers. And last week was also Teacher Appreciation Week, and I want to include all of our certificate employees. Just really great work that's happening from our counselors, our administrators, our teachers, and all that they do. Next week happens to be our Classified Appreciation Week. Shout out to all our classified staff. Just the work they do in celebrating and servicing our kids, and servicing and supporting our kitchens and our offices. Just important, valuable work and the backbone of our support of our students. We're going to celebrate all of them on May 21st. We have a special celebration here in our school district, an opportunity to show our love to them. We celebrated 27 total employees that are going to be retiring this year from Charter Oak Unified. They are also part of the class of 2025. And kudos to our Human Resources Department, our MCs over here, Dr. Bana and Dr. Mostafa, because we had just a great time to celebrate their achievements, their work, and their collective 500-plus years of service to our kids and our students here. We're going to have a season of celebrations at our schools, from awards night to elementary promotions to Royal Middle School's promotion, of course, capped off with the graduations at Arrow High School and Charter Oak High School. And so I'm just really blessed and honored to be a part of this season. If I may, I'm going to give a shout out to my very own kid, Natalie Kim. She's going to be graduating from high school this year as well. So again, personally, professionally, this is just a great time to be part of our school district and part of the season. So with that, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Kim. That'll take us to public comments. Do we have any cards? Kim Hopstein? Hopstein, I'm sorry. All right, Mrs. Hook. Thank you, Mrs. Hook. All right, that'll take us to item 13, discussion. This is to the board, this is the first reading. All language has been updated as part of CSBA's process for review of materials so that it's consistent with changes of law, regulations, new guidance, and other directions. Discussion will allow for staff to make adjustments and modifications as needed. And those are for bylaws 9224, oath or affirmation, bylaw 9260, legal protection, and bylaw 9000, role of the board. Dr. Kim?
It's just an opportunity for the board to open a discussion around these so that staff can adjust as necessary. And Mr. President will allow for a discussion.
Ms. McGuire?
Can we have a summary of them, please, or overview?
Sure. Board Bylaw 9224 deals with oath or affirmation. This relates to the role that you play in affirming that you are abiding by the roles prescribed as a board member, board trustee. Board Bylaw 9260 are the legal protections afforded to you as trustees in terms of acting in the capacity of your role as a trustee. Liability protections will be applied. And finally, Board Bylaw 9000 deals with the role of the board and utilizes CSB's language as it relates to your role in terms of setting and guiding the district moving forward.
Mr. Rose?
After reading it, I noticed there's the missing information under, board policy 9260 and 9000. Those information were missing. There's a lot of cross off in both of them. I mean, heavily cross off in both board policy, and nothing being replaced. For example, how the board trustees have relations to the superintendent. That's one was not replaced with the new statement. And there's another one related to selection of the superintendent. How we select the new superintendent. That was not replaced as well. So there's a lot of information is missing in that board bylaw 9000. So I would recommend that we table it in the next meeting, you fill in what's missing of the bylaw 9000.
So I think,
Dr. Engler?
Mr. Rose, we have the opportunity to kind of address that here and provide some of that commentary. But I'm curious as to exactly which pages you are referring to in regards to Board Policy 9000, the specific areas where something is struck but not replaced.
I just want to know if the clerk can post it up on the screen.
If I may, on just the strike-throughs on the suggested language, again, this is offered by CSBA. A strike-through is not a diminishing of the role of the board. A strike-through is replacing outdated language and either including it elsewhere or adding it in an area that is more appropriate in terms of how they've organized the language. Part of what we've, over time, have not done is that the language or this specific bylaw was originally adopted in 1997, and it was last reviewed in 2006. And so over time, in the last almost 20 years, there's always updates to language that are made by CSBA. We are utilizing the most updated one up to this point. And Mr. Rose, one specific area or concern he addressed was about the role of the superintendent or employment as that matters. It's addressed in item 2 in the revised language.
2 and 3 and 4.
And the revised language shares that the organizational structure for the district by employing the superintendent and setting policy for hiring of other personnel, overseeing of the development and adoption of policies, so on and so forth.
So although some things were taken out, redacted, other things were put in. So they're rephrasing the language associated with it.
Yeah, so I think for clarity, anything in blue is something new. And so if it's blue and struck, that's a deletion of something that was previously in existence. But anything that is blue and not struck is all new language. So when we come down there, I think it's point 2 towards the bottom of the screen. There it talks about in 2A, employing the superintendent and setting policy for hiring of other personnel. So it's kind of a simplification of a paragraph that used to exist. So scrolling further down, if you might, thank you. There's an area where it says superintendent selection and evaluation. I think this is on page 2, towards the bottom of page 2. And so that's text or language that previously existed, also speaking to that same process, but that's the language that is being replaced. So that's removed, and what's being added is what's at the top.
I understand that. For example, the one that struck out on the, from mission and vision was, for example, under mission and vision, it was entirely deleted. And there's no replacement for that, right? In other words, we're not gonna have a mission and vision at all.
My understanding is, as I read the CSBA modified language, what they modified, and accurate to what Dr. Aguilar is sharing, is they made it more a simplistic view or simplified view of it. And on item 1, instead of specifying a mission and vision statement, which is pretty prescriptive, they cited the board will set the direction for the district through a process that involves the community, parents, guardians, students, and staff, and is focused on student learning achievements. Essentially what we often refer to as a vision or mission.
Yeah, so they're just
Right, but I think in this case, being broad here is actually of a benefit. Because when the language is more specific, there is sometimes inherently restriction with that, versus being broader then actually opens up more of an opportunity for the board to be able to be involved in that process in a way that we as a board determine is appropriate.
I'll think about it more for the second reading.
Mhm.
When we have the second reading, the next meeting, and more conversation about this, especially in the 9,000.
Dr. Aguilar.
There might also be just maybe simple formatting, or maybe I'm just looking at this in the wrong way. Still here in 9,000, maybe back up towards the top as we kind of go through page 1 and page 2. With the new numbering, I think there might be a few numbers that kind of jump out of order. So there might be a few things to look at there just to correct the order of some of the numbering.
Okay, so we'll bring that back for a second reading and have more discussion on it if needed at that time. All right, we'll move on to action items. A1, we're going to pull that, which is the joint use lease agreement with San Gabriel Valley ROP. That'll be pulled. And can I get a motion for Resolution 06-2425? Bring that forward.
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Rose, second, okay. Any discussion on that? Dr. Kim, you have anything on this? Okay. I'll go ahead and call for the vote. Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Mr. Rose?
Yes.
I'm also a yes. Motion passes 4-0. Or the resolution passes. Takes us to action item B1, the SIPSA, School Plan for Student Achievement. Can I get a motion to bring that forward?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on this? And for those who don't know, the SIPSA is the School Plan for Student Achievement, is meant to consolidate all school-level planning efforts in one plan for programs funded through this consolidated application pursuant to California Education Code 64001 and the Elementary Secondary Education Code, Secondary Education Act, as amended by the Every Student Succeeds Act. Any further discussion on this? If not, I'll call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
I'm also a yes. Motion passes 4-0. That'll take us to Human Resources C1, approval of COHS Assistant Principal. Dr. Kim, do you have? Hold on a second, here we go.
I'll make a
Can I
motion
get a
to bring
motion? I'm
this
sorry.
item to
Can I
the
get a
floor.
motion for that?
I'll make a motion to bring
Can I get a
this item
second?
to the floor.
All right. Dr. Kim, you have a recommendation?
I do. I'd like to recommend Dr. Robin Perez as the Charter Oak High School Assistant Principal.
Okay. Any discussion on that? I'm sorry? Oh. I'll call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
I call for the vote. You want to say yes or no? Yes.
Mrs. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
I'm also yes. Motion passes 4-0.
Allow me to introduce to the board Dr. Robin Perez. Dr. Perez is an accomplished administrator coming to us from a neighboring school district in Glendora, and really just demonstrated success throughout her career as a high school administrator, high school English teacher, and most recently at the middle school, just to round out her secondary experiences. And we're so excited about her professionalism, her expertise, her knowledge of curriculum instruction, and would like to congratulate Dr. Perez for her appointment.
All right, that'll take us to the next item, approval of Washington Elementary Principal. Can I get a motion, please?
I'll make a motion. to
Can I
bring
get a
this item.
second? Okay. Dr. Kim, you have a recommendation?
I do have a recommendation. Miss Elizabeth Jones is my recommendation for the principal of Washington Elementary School.
Okay. I'll go ahead and call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
And I'm also yes. Motion passes 4-0. Dr. Kim, would you like to share any information?
All right. Yes, Miss Jones is coming to us from Claremont Unified School District. She is currently an accomplished and successful elementary school principal at a very high-achieving school in Claremont Unified. Worked with diverse and various populations, and really has demonstrated incredible success through her career as an elementary teacher, as well as an elementary learning specialist. And so we're super proud and happy that Ms. Jones is going to be joining the Charter Oak Unified School District.
I'm going to ask the board if they have any comments at this point for either of them.
Sure, I'll just say a quick welcome to the team. We're really excited. These are important roles, as you are already well aware. And so we are just very looking forward to all the amazing work you'll do supporting all of our staff and all of our students in effect. So thank you.
Ms. McGuire?
Welcome to Charter Oak. We're really happy to have you. We are a very close-knit school district, very familial, if you will, and we're just really happy to welcome you here.
Mr. Rose?
Welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy the new journey with us. You have our back, and wish you lots of luck.
I'd like to echo my fellow board members. Welcome to Charter Oak. We're looking forward to working with both of you, and good luck as you move forward. Thank you. All right, we're going to move on to item number 3, which is the public hearing. We'll open up the public hearing on the Sunshine Proposal for California School Employees Association, Chapter 309, and COUS and Charter Oak Unified School District for the 25-26 school year. Is there any comments? Hearing no comments, I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing. I can do the first segment too. Number 4 is just action item. Okay, it's an action item? All right, yeah, you're right. Moving on to item number 4, approval of Sunshine Proposal for CSEA and COUSC. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I will second.
Okay, any discussion? None, I'll call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
And I'm a yes, motion passes 4-0. Take us to item number 5, approval of sunshine proposal with COUSD for CSEA. Can I get a motion to bring that forward?
I'll make
Mr.
the-
Rose? Okay, Dr. Aguilar, second?
I'll second the motion.
And any discussion? I'll go ahead and call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
I'm also a yes, motion passes 4-0. Takes us to item D1, Dr. Kim.
Just an action on the election.
Another action? Mhm. All right, this is gonna be another action item. Can I get a motion, please, to bring this forward? Election of representative to LA County School Trustee Association.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Members may nominate themselves and vote for themselves. Each candidate will be invited to make a qualification statement for the position. The board will vote individually by roll call for their choice from the list of all candidates nominated. Voting continues until a candidate receives at least 3 votes. In the event of a tie, a new vote will be taken between the tied nominees. Board members will be reminded per board bylaw 9323, meeting conduct. The board believes that when no conflict of interest requires abstention, its members have a duty to vote on issues before them. Any nominees? Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta follow what the script says. Nominations for the LACSA are now open. Are there any nominations? I'll nominate Mr. Rose. You and I both, brother.
Okay, good. And I know where we're at now. You mentioned my name.
Yes, sir. I nominated you.
Oh.
All right.
You nominated me?
Yes, sir.
I'll take it.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? With none being said, we'll go ahead and go for the, oh, you want to, yes, sir.
Make comments.
You want to make a comment? You're more than welcome to, sir. Go ahead.
I've been representing the trustee association. I attended 3 out of 4 meetings. And I'd like to continue to be on, trustee association. If I get it okay and all, listen to 4 members.
Okay.
Appreciate it very much.
All right, sir. Okay, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Mrs. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes to Mr. Rose.
And I also say yes to Mr. Rose. Motion passes 4-0. Congratulations, Mr. Rose. All right, that'll take us to the consent calendar. Does anybody need anything pulled? Dr. Aguilar?
Yes, I have something to pull. I will pull item 17, new course outline, COHS.
Anything else? Mr. Rose, anything? Ms. McGuire? Okay. Okay, can I get a motion to accept everything on the consent calendar except for item number 17?
B17, yeah.
Oh, B17, yes, sir. Educational services. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second? Okay. Mr. Rose, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
I'm also a yes. Motion passes 4-0. Can I get a motion for B17?
I'll move to approve B17.
I'll second.
No second? Okay, discussion.
I just kind of wanted to highlight this particular item. This is a pretty cool opportunity that we have to take some action on bringing over our curriculum for our course of sports medicine that we today got to actually honor many of our students that participate in that program. So kind of enshrining that here under our under the Charter Oak High School course outlines, and looking forward to eventual collaboration with potentially developing that or continuing to develop that into dual enrollment offerings, which is going to be a major benefit to our students. So just wanted to kind of congratulate the team on working hard on that, and of course, Dr. Simak and his amazing team of sports medicine students that will be competing and continuing to represent and earning college credit.
Yes, sir. Any further discussion? No? Okay, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
I'm also a yes. Motion passes 4-0. Okay, takes us to board comments. Mr. Rose?
Thank you. Student and new administrator, welcome once again. Welcome aboard. Teacher and classified. We are seeing the finishing line ahead of us. The finishing line is right in front of us. Hang in there. We thank you for all you have done throughout the school year. It's been challenging. It's been up and downs. I can see that. I'm myself a teacher as well, so that I think after the school's out, you guys need to get a break, get a good break, relax, enjoy with your family. This is the last meeting before school out. Yeah, am I right? So my message to you: enjoy the summer as much as you can, refresh yourself, and looking forward to see you again 25, 26 school year. Time flies, really, it is. And for the retiree, who classify and certificated, congratulations. Enjoy life as much as you can. And I think you guys did a fabulous job with us. We're gonna miss you, and I'm sure the student will miss you as well. And keep up the, be with your family. I think I'm gonna miss those two wonderful student representatives. They did a fabulous job at the board, and they were very good with public speaking skills. I wish Logan the best joining the Navy, and I appreciate his commitment to serve our country. And that's wonderful to see that he made that commitment. And he looked pretty serious tonight. He put up the sweater, and it's wow. He looked very proud, and I admire him for that. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. Mrs. McGuire?
Let's see. Well, first, I want to say happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms and the caregivers in the audience, because if it wasn't for us, we just wouldn't have all these awesome children in our district. So kudos to us for that. It's graduation season. I am trying to get through meetings and public speaking without crying because my child is graduating, and it is hard work, and I don't know how you guys have handled this. It is tough stuff. I went to the retirement party today for our retirees, and Maria looks fabulous. She is glowing. I know. And how amazing has it been to work a career and actually get to enjoy the fruits of retirement. So congratulations to you and to all the other retirees. I'm sad when I hear that the teachers don't feel appreciated. That makes me sad. And my words do not pay your bills. That is true. But I want to make sure that I say that we all appreciate you guys. We do. Some of us have attended schools, and you've taught them, taught some of our board members. Our children have gone through the schools and been taught by you all. So while I know these are words, I do want you to know that we really do appreciate you guys. And also appreciate the strength and bravery that it takes to come up here and talk about things, at public comment. It's tough. And even the best public speakers have nerves when it comes to having to speak in a public meeting. So thank you for doing that. We do appreciate you. And I hope you do enjoy the celebration that comes this week or next week to show our appreciation. I think the last thing, oh yes, in Missouri and Logan, I'm happy that they left early so that I wouldn't have to cry during this public comment, because it's been really tough. And I've gotten to spend a lot of time with them, gotten to know Logan really well. And you're right, he's such a great student, and he's very proud of being able to serve our country. And, you know, that's like the utmost honor for someone to be able to serve our country in that way. So much respect to him. With that, I just want to, you know, say Memorial Day is coming up, and it is a time for us to honor our fallen soldiers. So if you do have veterans and those who have passed on in military service, I do want to wish you a happy Memorial Day and send my prayers to you during this season. Thank you.
Dr. Aguilar.
Great, thank you. Tonight, when we were honoring the sports medicine team, Dr. Simok mentioned about the use of the anatomage table in preparation and training, in which now our members of the team, our students, have been ranked #1 and are going to compete. And what really struck me is it was not long ago, about a year or so, that the district was able to acquire that particular instrument. And for those that maybe aren't totally familiar with it, that instrument is a very technologically advanced simulation of a cadaver for autopsy. It's essentially the closest thing you're going to get to having a human cadaver, which we won't have here at our high school currently. But having this virtual opportunity, it's quite an amazing piece of technology, an amazing investment using the appropriate CTE funds to be able to procure that, and then have the students master it, so much so in just that year that now they're ranked #1 in the country. I mean, it just speaks to what can happen when you have amazing, talented students and equip them and surround them by important teaching and instruments and all of the above. So I think that's really fantastic. I thought that was a great story for us to hear today. In this season of celebration, we had a chance yesterday evening to attend the Destiny Masonic Lodge Outstanding Student Awards, in which they honored a student from each of our high schools and also each of our middle schools, including Oak Knoll Virtual Academy. And that was also outstanding to see some of our amazing students up there receiving awards. We have students that are amazing swimmers that are aspiring to swim in the LA 28 Olympics. That was outstanding. We have students that are serving as our valedictorian, or have earned the designation of the valedictorian at the high school and are going to be studying chemical engineering at the next level. We have students going on to amazing places, amazing things. So congratulations to all of them, and of course to all of the students that are going to be graduating and promoting. I always look forward to attending as many of the celebrations I can every year, and I've usually done multiple. In this particular year, I get to see a nephew of mine promote from Willow Elementary. I get to see a niece of mine promote from Royal Oak, and then I also get to see a nephew of mine graduate from the high school, all in the same year. So we have all these major transitions, so it'll be fun. So look forward to celebrating with everyone in the community and celebrating the amazing accomplishments of our students. So great job, kids. Thanks.
All right, just want to echo what my peers have said, especially about the teachers. You know, what we have at our schools is because of the teachers. We appreciate everything you do and all the efforts you're putting forward, along with the administrators. We celebrated several kids today, and it's because of the teachers, and especially the sports medicine team. Matt is just, every time I go to that school, Matt's there. He's running around doing things, and he's a great addition to our school, and he's amazing with those kids. So we're very fortunate, and congratulations to them for their accomplishments. It is celebration year, a celebration time. I'm looking forward to it because this senioritis in my school is just incredible. But I'm trying to get all my finals done before the finals go, and these kids are just driving me crazy. I say this every year, is I have 260 kids in my classes, and I assign an essay for a final. But what I don't think about is I have to read 260 essays. But it is what it is. That's my own fault. But I appreciate all their efforts, and I know the kids are pushing hard to get forward. I mean, they just got done with testing, and now they're moving on. I know my kid's ready to go. She's ready to jump into the high school. At the middle school, they just had a cabaret at the Laugh Factory, which was the final performance for the 8th graders. It was a great show, But what's also great is that the city partners offered that facility for free for our kids to use. And it was a great experience for them. And it's good to see that our city partners are still working with us. The businesses are working with us to benefit our kids. The sports teams, the softball, sports medicine, baseball, tennis, I think, no, swimming was earlier. That season came to a close for all of them, but they represented our school very well. Had several track meets, softball, a baseball game, but those kids, student athletes are amazing that they're able to perform at such a high level while still making sure their academics are taken care of. So we have a lot of good things going on in this district. We're very fortunate that we have the people in place who we do to lead our kids. So thank you again to all the teachers. On Saturday, there's a 7-on-7 football tournament for our stadium. How many, 24 schools, Marie? A lot. Yeah, there's a lot of schools who are gonna be there. Yeah, they're gonna be playing at the football field, on the baseball field, and the soccer field. They're all over the place. If you get an opportunity, it's fun to go watch. I mean, it's not tackle or anything like that, but it is fun to see these kids out there pushing and getting ready to participate on Friday Night Lights. And it's a fun event, and Dominic does a great job in organizing that entire event. And there's top teams from all over Southern California going to be there. And with that being said, there is no need for, our next meeting is June 12th, which is a study board session on the LCAP, budget and LCAP, and there's no need for further closed session, so we'll go ahead and end the meeting at 8:06. Thank you all.